by 2. They come back to the start line. Green flags in the air. We're racing at Pocono. Kyle Busch with the advantage as they enter turn 1. Denny Hamlin fighting strong now, trying to take the second spot away from the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. They fan out, going down the backstretch from turn 1 to turn 2.
Yeah, you need to be close to single file through this corner here. You can fan out down the front straightaway and get by with 2 and 3 wide in 1. But back there in the tunnel turn, and even entering here in 3, you've got to be on the bottom part of the racetrack if you want to be successful.
Momentum, the key when you go through turn 3, because you have such a long straightaway as Kenseth sideways in front of the field. They're piling up behind him.
Well, Matt Kenseth got by with that, I believe. He never touched anything, but Eric Almirola with major damage on the front of his car. Go down into turn 3. See Matt Kenseth on the inside of Jimmy Johnson, and we keep seeing this over and over and over. We saw it last week at Indianapolis. The car on the outside of Matt Kenseth just pulls him around. No air on the car. This low downforce package makes these cars very difficult to drive with the car on the outside of him. So then all these guys behind it, you can see they just cannot get slowed down quick enough.
We get back underway from Pocono, racing back into turn 1.
See Martin Truex not really challenged that. Not the time to do it at this point in time. He just wanted to make sure that he could keep that second spot. And Kyle Busch really, really good on these restarts. Of course, he's good everywhere on a restart, but has an extremely fast car this weekend.
And that's the gap that separates the top 2. And then on the final lap here, you see Denny Hamlin and Clint Bowyer. Hamlin in the 11, Bowyer in the 14, fighting for that 7th spot. And Hamlin's going to move all the way up to 7th, it looks like, at the end of stage 1, as the 18 gets another stage win. It's his 8th stage win for Kyle Busch and 4th straight.
He did a great job there. Fast car, managed everything well, did the pit stop right. Great timing there. We saw Denny Hamlin and Clint Bowyer racing. Those points, the stage points, don't mean much to Denny Hamlin. He has that victory, but that 1 point could be meaningful to Clint Bowyer as he tries to climb back into the top 16.
The 11 was speeding on pit road. He came to pit road, served the penalty, and also topped off with fuel. As we get ready, and the field approaching the Geico restart zone, it's Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch. Kenseth on the outside, Kyle Busch on the inside. Quite a bit of help from the 78 of Martin Truex Jr., giving Kenseth a big shove as they go to turn 1. Jamie McMurray shooting to the inside, trying to take the spot away from the 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Well, that was a huge move and run that Jamie McMurray had, but Kevin Harvick having nothing of it.
And now the battle for the lead. Kenseth trying to hang on to it. But the 18 of Kyle Busch has been so strong all day, as well as the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. Those two run 2nd and 3rd. Kenseth out in front. Can he hang on? And are they looking at the big picture as far as strategy goes? Now the race for 2nd as Martin Truex Jr. looked to the inside of the 18. Here goes the 18 of Kyle Busch on the outside of Matt Kenseth. He's going to take the lead away.
Wow. That was unbelievable.
Coming off turn 1, and they fan out as they head into turn 2. Take a look back at this one.
Well, these restarts are always crazy. We see every week. Ryan Blaney carrying a little bit too much speed. They didn't expect the 48 to slow up that much. Heavy on the brakes. Got in the grass. Lucky not to wreck, but look at this move right here. Busch on the outside, I mean, drives away from the 78 and up past the 20, entering the corner. That is ultimate confidence in your vehicle to be able to do
48
that.
of Jimmy Johnson into the wall, coming out of turn 3. Backs it into the wall.
Flat or something.
Yeah, you had to wonder whenever he slowed down that much previously that Ryan Blaney almost ran over. If he had an issue going on then, he just couldn't seem to get his car into the corner. Probably had a tire going down at that time.
A little contact there between he and Casey Kane. And a great restart for the 18 of Kyle Busch. But here comes the 20 of Kenseth.
Yeah, he got a big push from the 78 of Truex.
As they fight for position going into turn 1, way up the racetrack, the 18. A very high entry, and here comes the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Harvick moves up to second.
Yeah, good luck trying to outbrake Kyle Busch down into a corner. I don't think he had brake. He didn't never lift.
Fourth caution has come out at Pocono as you are watching Monster Energy Cup Series racing from Pocono Raceway. It was debris in turn 1, and Kyle Larson part of the car flying off there. And we also heard that they have a driveline issue for the 42. They think their day's done.
That was the drive shaft. Dave?
Fourth place, Clint Boyer. Good day so far. Getting a little bit free, but he wants to leave it so that it doesn't get too tight. Kelly?
Martin Truex Jr. in the 78 saying he's tight off turn 3, then it gets loose, then tight again. It's kind of all over the map. Said I don't know what to ask for. Meanwhile, the 4 of Kevin Harvick saying that his balance is fine. He just doesn't have any grip. They've called for 4 tires and fuel for the 4. And Kyle Busch in the 18. He says his car is pretty good, rear much better, air pressure adjustment, 4 tires, Dave.
And Kelly, the 1 car running 5th, Jamie McMurray said it's better to come to pit road and just see what's going on here than crash and be done for the day. So they're going to assess the situation as they look underneath. Very hot under there as they work.
Austin Dillon on the outside, Denny Hamlin on the inside. Green flag back in the air. Big push from Brad Keselowski on the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Let's see if it gets him in front of the 3. He will clear the 3 as they go into turn 1. Way up the racetrack for Austin Dillon. NASCAR is going to take another look at the restart. It's under review.
I tell you, when you have a car that isn't handling all that well, and I'll use the 3 and the 88 in this, they've been struggling a little bit. And we've heard Dale Jr. talk about how difficult it's been to drive his car, and you've put 2 tires on it up in front of this pack. That is really a handful.
Martin Truex Jr. making the move to the inside, trying to take the top spot away from Denny Hamlin.
Kind of had to know it's only a matter of time with Denny staying out. Tires a little older. Plus, Truex has been faster most of the day. So Truex just kind of biding his time and letting all of this come to him.
78 and the 11 both have opted to come off of the racetrack. They were running 1 and 2. They have given up those top spots and come to pit road. Amazing to see the 78 make his way onto pit road. Marty.
And what you're seeing, Rick, is teams saying that we want to go for the race win. We don't care about stage points. We want the race win. It's going to be 4 tires here for Denny Hamlin, who is pretty happy with the car, just a little too tight. That's it, Kelly.
The 78 of Martin Truex Jr. following suit. Remember, his car was a little bit all over the place, but seemed to be happy with it. Clean air up front. Meanwhile, the 18 of Kyle Busch has also come in for what looks like 4 tires. His car went from really good to suddenly crazy loose. We saw him lose a lot of positions that last stage.
What a turn of events for Clint Boyer. Lost so many points in Indianapolis. About an 87-point swing with all that chaos that took place. Here he's going to get, I know it's not a bonus, but 10 extra points by winning this stage.
Yeah, but we'll have to discuss this towards the end of the race because he was running third. If he comes in with them, he basically can stay on the same strategy as them and have a top 5 finish. That if this puts him back behind cars that he can't come back and pass, it may end up costing him more points than what he's gaining.
That's a great look at it, DJ.
It's Truex Jr. and Hamlin making up row 1. Martin Truex Jr. on the outside. Green flag back in the air. The 22 caught for speeding. That's why we see the 22 back on pit road. And here comes the 78. Now Martin Truex Jr. is on pit road. This could be the big stop of the day. Can Martin Truex Jr. and this crew be perfect to be able to stay out in front of the field at Pocono?
With 2 new crew members at work, the team reminding Martin, a lot of people getting nabbed for speeding on pit road today. They said be careful in section 2. He's been pretty quiet out front leading this field, although did hear him say he was a little bit loose into 3. You see there, they made a little bit of a wedge adjustment. 4 tires, he's away.
Great pit stop, 12.5 seconds. The 22 fills up with fuel coming off of pit road after serving the penalty.
Well, here's the real question. Where is the 11 of Denny Hamlin? He was second to the 78 before the pit cycle. We saw the 78, very efficient service on and off pit road. We're going to have to see where they blend versus one another.
Kyle Busch being scored as the race leader. The 11 of Denny Hamlin. There's the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. The 11 came out in front of the 78 after their pit stops. Kevin Harvick closing the gap in on the 11. Let's listen into Kevin's radio.
He's coming pretty fast. Yeah, we didn't gain as much on the front end of that run as what I hoped. Our lap times weren't quite as good as I was hoping for. Done a hell of a job of strategy today, so.
There's the pass for the lead. Can he complete it? Kevin Harvick to the inside of Denny Hamlin for the lead. Harvick has never won at Pocono, and he takes the lead away from the 11, but here comes the 18. Neither has Kyle Busch as far as winning at Pocono. So now the top 2, Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch, out in front, 17 laps to go, both looking for their first Pocono win.
I tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to Adam Stevens on this call right here. I knew that it would make some difference. I had no idea it would be this big of a difference. But you put Kyle Busch in that situation, you know what he can do.
Contact there. The 18 gets into the back of the 4, moves him out of the way. Here comes the 18. He'll take the lead away from Harvick.
Clear both to the wall. Steady your momentum. Keep steady.
And how hungry is the 18 team for that first win of 2017? It's been a year since they've been to victory lane.
It's got all 4 of the top 4 right there together now.
Kyle Busch now with almost a 6-second lead over Kevin Harvick. And you mentioned it, DJ. This team, it has been a team effort putting together a great car at the right time. They won stage 1. They battled back. They used pit strategy. They stayed out on the racetrack as long as they could with just 25 laps to go left in the race. They came to pit road to put on 4 fresh tires. It has paid off. Kyle Busch continues to be the fastest on the racetrack. And more importantly, Kyle Busch is going to win at Pocono. What a performance.
Hang in there this year, guys. I'm proud of you. KB, you're the man. Momentum's building, brother. Momentum's building.
Kyle, your first win here at Pocono, your first win in more than a year. How big is this?
Never thought this day would happen. Man, just such an awesome race car. Adam Stevens and all these guys on this number 18 team, they never give up. They've been fighting all year long. We've all been fighting all year long, and just wasn't sure why, or what was next. But obviously, this is a great day for us. Great day for all of our fans. Appreciate the fans here at Pocono. Thanks for coming out. This is just something that I've been waiting for a long, long time. And it's Mars' hometown with Hackettstown just down the road where they make all these awesome M&Ms. And Pretty special to get almost 2 in a row with the caramel car. We lost out at Sonoma, but this car is pretty special. We love this paint scheme. We love caramel M&Ms and what they mean for us, and being able to come out here every day and get this done.